G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnall. This is ACWSport and here are my predictions for week 7 of the 2017-2018 Premier League season. Starting with the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday, Huddersfield hosting Tottenham. Now, I really think Huddersfield are going to give this a good go. But overall, I just think Tottenham will be too strong for Huddersfield in what is Huddersfield's biggest game in the Premier League so far. But Tottenham's away form looks impeccable. They've been unstoppable away from home so far this season. And that is why I'm going for Huddersfield nil. Tottenham 2. So let me just refresh that. Huddersfield 0, Tottenham 2. I reckon Harry Kane with a double to down Huddersfield in that game. As I said, I literally just think it's down to Tottenham's away form. Huddersfield being a newly promoted side will want to try and do their best. But Tottenham, for me, will just have too much strength. So 2-0 to Tottenham over Huddersfield in that game. On to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. The first one, Manchester United hosting Crystal Palace. Palace lost 5-0 away to City last week. This week, they've lost Christian Benteke for the next 6 weeks with injury. And I just think after the performance United put in midweek, they're going to be in red-hot form. So I'm going for another 5-0 scoreline. Manchester United 5, Crystal Palace 0. I don't see Palace scoring. Don't really see them having any attacking threat. And I just see United running rampant. I'm going to back Romelu Lukaku to score a hat-trick in this game as well. He has made such a brilliant start to life in the Premier League, and I think he's really going to relish playing Palace this weekend as well. A big game down towards the bottom of the Premier League sees West Ham hosting Swansea. After last weekend's fight back against Spurs, even though they were unlucky to come short in the end, I'm backing West Ham to beat Swansea 3-1 here at the London Stadium. I just think home advantage will be key. And I think, the fans will really get behind Slaven Bilic's side here. Swansea just haven't done that well so far this season. They don't look strong enough for me, especially away from home. And that's why I'm going for a 3-1 win to West Ham. I just think West Ham have got some better players in their team. And I think that slightly better quality is what will get West Ham the win. So 3-1 to West Ham at the London Stadium for me. Bournemouth versus Leicester. This is a very interesting game, because Leicester, for me, should be doing better than what they are. They've been unlucky against the big sides. They've really pushed them. But it's against some of the smaller sides that I think they should be doing or getting better results. Bournemouth, on the flip side, haven't started anywhere near as well as I thought they would when you look at their squad. But because of that, and because both teams are around the same in kind of form for me, I'm going Bournemouth 2, Leicester 2. I think Vardy will get on the score sheet. I reckon Jermaine Defoe will get on the score sheet. Maybe Josh King for Bournemouth as well. And I want to say Riyad Mahrez for Leicester. So that, for me, will be the scoreline in that game. Just for those reasons that I said there, I just feel they're both around the same kind of level. West Brom versus Watford. Again, two sides that are around the same kind of level. And that's why I'm going for West Brom 1, Watford 1. But part of me also wouldn't be surprised if Watford snuck this with a win, late win, like they did at Swansea as well, because Silva's got them so well organised. But for me, two of the best managers in the bottom half of the table, and Pulis and Silva going up against each other here. And that's why I think it'll be on as even. Two very disciplined sides. Like I said, very similar level for me. Stoke versus Southampton. Stoke need a win big time. And Southampton, again, they're not having a great start to the season. Neither is Stoke. But I think Stoke will just have too much quality at home to get past Southampton. I'm going Stoke 2, Southampton 1 in this game. And I think it'll be a big 3 points for Stoke as well. They could really do with it after the results they've got in recent weeks. Finally, the biggest game of the weekend comes on Saturday. It's the final game of the Saturday. Chelsea hosting Manchester City. Both teams come into this in red-hot form. City obviously haven't lost so far this season, but I think that's all about to change, because I'm going to back Chelsea to win 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. The reason I'm going for this is just because Chelsea, for me, at the moment, just seem to be this machine that are so well organised. Hazard is back in red-hot form. And I know City have been brilliant, but in midweek, I think they showed that it can take them a little while to get going if they're not in the right mindset against Shakhtar. And Chelsea, for me, put in such a dominant performance against Atletico Madrid, one of the biggest teams in Europe, best and hardest teams to go to in Europe, and picked up such a dominant away win that I'm honestly backing Chelsea in this game. So I'm going Chelsea 2, Manchester City 1, Hazard and Morata to score for Chelsea for me. I want to say Aguero to equal City's all-time goal-scoring record, because then I kind of wish he would get the goal that makes him the top goal scorer at the Etihad. But yeah, big game at the top, 2-1 to Chelsea in that game for me. On to Sunday, Everton host Burnley. And again, it's a game that I think Everton will just have too much quality for Burnley. That's why I'm going to back Everton 3-1 to win this. Again, just to ease a little bit of pressure on Ronald Koeman, especially after last week's win, just to get another win under the belt, kind of get their season really rolling from this point on. Burnley will put in a good performance, but I just think overall Everton have got more quality, and that's why I'm backing Everton to win this. Arsenal 3, Brighton 0 is the very simple scoreline that I'm going for in this game. Just because even though I think Brighton will give it a good go, because obviously it's a big away day for them, Arsenal love games against the smaller sides at the Emirates, and I just think they will tear Brighton apart because I just think they've got too much quality for them. I'm backing Lacazette to get a brace, and I'm going to say Alexis Sanchez to get back on the score sheet for Arsenal as well. I just think it'll be a fairly comfortable game for Arsenal overall. So Arsenal 3, Brighton 0 in that. And then the final game of the weekend sees Rafa Benitez return to Anfield with Newcastle. I think, again, just like Huddersfield and Brighton giving it a go, I think Newcastle will try and put in a fairly solid performance. They do look a solid unit this season. They've been a bit unlucky in their results. But again, I just think it's a quality difference. I think Liverpool got too much attacking prowess for them to not pick up a win against Newcastle. I think Newcastle will score because Liverpool are leaky, and we know that. And maybe even see Newcastle taking the lead. But I think overall Liverpool will run out 3-1 winners in the end. Salah to get on the score sheet for me because he just always scores for Liverpool. I just think Klopp's side will have too much power, and I think it will be a big result for Liverpool to get back to winning ways, especially in front of the Anfield crowd. Because, all right, they beat Leicester last week, but again, that game probably should have been a draw. They drew midweek in Moscow, and I just think a real clean win here could be big for Liverpool. So yeah, they're my predictions for Week 7 of the Premier League. Do you agree with my predictions? Please comment below, let me know. As always, I'm Aaron Whitnall. Please subscribe to ACW Sport, and I will see you guys again soon.